Hello guys, and welcome back to a new video, because I have a lot of comments on my other Tesla videos regarding which car to buy, Tesla Model 3 or Tesla Model Y. And in this video I finally got some time to get both of the car together, and I have to explain you and to give you some tips and some information based on what you can get, or you can make a decision which one is better, it's fit for you. From the beginning I have to tell you, both of those cars are incredible. The only thing is that what do you need? It's just about needs, you know. And long story short, in the beginning I want to tell you, the thing is like that, short story. If you need space, you go. If you have a family, if you have kids, you need space, you need to have better looking on the road, a little bit higher position, then you go with Tesla Model Y. If you need more range, a little bit more dynamic drive, even though this one is also much more dynamic than the previous Tesla Model Y. If you need more dynamic, more range, better price, and you don't need so much space, then Model 3 will be just fine. It's an incredible car. It's crazy dynamic, it sits on the road extremely well. Now, because we are here, let me give you some prices and some information about the price so you can make an idea, even though in some countries the price might be different. In the United States the prices are different, in Europe the prices are different, so you can make an idea. So first of all, the Tesla Model 3 in rear-wheel drive standard range, which use the same battery, both of them in standard range use the same LFP battery, so doesn't matter which model you get, I mean long range, standard range, or rear wheel drive long range, they use kind of the same battery, so that's something to keep in mind. Now the starting price is 39,990 euro for Model 3, and Tesla Model Y entry-level standard range is 44,990 euro, so it's a 5,000 euro difference between them. I don't think it's a big difference, to be honest, but it is. On the rear-wheel drive long range, 50,000 for Model Y and 55,000 for Model 3. What is very interesting to point out is the fact that on the long range version, I'm super surprised here. For the Model 3 long range, the price is 50,000 euro. And for the long range on Model Y, it's 53,000 euro. So it's only 3,000 euro difference. So here I would say, if you want to buy the long range version, I will go with the long range Model Y, because you get a little bit more space, I would say more comfort for the passengers, and you get also the front camera, which I will show you in a second, and yeah, a few other things which we will talk in this video a little bit later. But otherwise, yeah, it's just about your needs. Now regarding the range, if you need range, as I said, if you go with the rear-wheel drive long range Model 3, you have up to 702 kilometer VLTP, which is incredible. And if you want to get the longest range in Model Y, you get with rear-wheel drive long range, which get you 622 kilometer, which is also pretty impressive. The entry-level Model Y give you 500 kilometer. Now it's around 45 kilometer more than the previous version, so now it's more aerodynamic, so it's a little bit better from the point of view of range. But in general, Model 3 have more range. In terms of speed, long range, Model 3 have the best 0 to 100 acceleration, 4.4 seconds standard, and then long range on Model Y give you 4.8 seconds. Those are the most important technical data. Let's talk a little bit about the design of the car, and then we will check also the interior and the space. The first thing you notice, and it's very important, at least if you drive in a country where you have a lot of holes and bumps and stuff like that, is the ground clearance. It's very important. So you keep in mind, on the Model 3 you have a lower ground clearance, so you have to be more careful sometimes when you go over curves and stuff like that, where on the Model Y you have a much higher ground clearance. And this is very important, at least if you're driving in a country where you go kind of off-road or on the kind of mud, stones, or also the roads are not so good. You can go also with Model 3, but with Model Y you have a little bit more flexibility. Now, the headlamps are quite different, but in terms of performance, when you go on the road, I test them both on the nighttime, and I have to tell you, they are quite similar. So you won't notice, even though the design is different and it's kind of using the different systems, it's kind of the same amount of light. So the lighting system, it's pretty good. Both of them use the same metrics, kind of adaptive lighting, which is very good. Then the difference in the front is the fact that Model Y come with a front camera, which is very useful. Both of them doesn't have physical parking sensors, but Model Y have a camera which give you also a better view in the front when you want to park it close to objects, and also it will help the autopilot and the hardware system a little bit more, and probably in the future will be more advanced. Probably they can add different features based on this front camera, which is an extra for the Model Y, an extra point for the Model Y. So extra point for the Model Y because of the ground clearance, and then because of the camera, so it has kind of 2 extra points when we look at the front end. Otherwise, daytime running light, now depend on every single person preferences. When it comes to hardware system, even though Model Y have a front camera extra, the hardware system is the same hardware 4.0. And you can see here, all the cameras are very similar up there. The cameras here on the side are very similar, so it uses the same hardware system. It's nothing different here. But another plus for the Model Y, which I like very much, is the fact that it has those plastic protection around the edges of the car. Those will protect the paint of the car. Also, if someone scratch your car, you don't have to repaint the car, so you just change this plastic, or anyway, the plastic will help you. And I had before a Model 3, and I was in a parking lot, and some girl just opened the door and it hit me right here on my Model 3. And then I have a dent here pretty big, and they have to, in order to fix this, they have to repaint all this area. So if I had the Model Y just hitting this plastic, then the plastic can be changed, or just leave it like that, it doesn't matter. But this plastic that goes across the down skirt, also that goes in the back, the same story. This is very important for Model Y, and from my point of view, for a long-term holding of the car, I think this is important. Where on the Model 3, you have, of course, a little bit of plastic here to protect the paint, if you see in this area, but I think you can go a little bit so you can see this plastic that protect the edges. But I think, even though if I will buy the car, I will add some paint protection film in this area to protect a little bit better this thing here, where here you have plastic almost everywhere, so it's kind of a little bit more protective. Otherwise, it's kind of very similar. The windows, also double glass window here, double glass acoustic glass on the both sides, the same sensor cameras around here. The back end also look good, even though they have different designs. This is the back of the Model 3. The new Model 3 look extremely nice from my point of view, with Tesla writing, dual motor, and also this beautiful down bumper here with some plastic mat. It looks quite nice. The reverse camera, and also the reverse camera have protection. You can see this plastic protection here to not get dirty. This is a new thing that they add. And here on the back of the Model Y, the new different design with the LED light bar, kind of reflective on this panel. Then you have the reverse camera up here a little bit higher, so it's not going to get dirty so easy. The button to open the trunk, it's up here, and down here kind of the same plastic mat. Also, I like the plastic mat that it's a little bit more extended, so if you hit something or someone hit you in this plastic, yeah, you will be protected because it's hitting you the plastic and not the paint of the car. And again, down here, LED light bars. And again, here in this area, we have the lights. So on the lower end, reverse light, and also the tail lights when you open the trunk. Now, talking about the trunk, let's open it up, because here is the big discussion. Here you have this protection for the trunk, which you can take it out. I just take it out on mine. So if you take it out, you can see how much space you have here. It's a huge amount of space. One of the most spacious car in this class. It's crazy good. And also you have some extra storage down here, which is incredible big. So when it comes to space, that's why I tell you, if you need space, definitely go with Model Y. Plus you have those buttons here, which you can press them like that, and you fold down the seats. Now they are electrically 100%, so you can fold them down. You can even sleep here, and yeah, the amount of space in Model Y, it's incredible. You can put the seats back super easy. This is kind of a magnetic protection here. I'll put it back. Usually on mine I take it out, but yeah, this is it, because it's electric. of course. Now, here you can see the space and the entrance in the trunk. Even though the space in the trunk is quite big, the entrance is not that big. So if you're a person that carry long items, you need to go sometimes to carry, I don't know, mobile parts, big items, you have kids, you have to put a lot of things in the trunk, then it's a no doubt that Model Y, it's a better choice, because you just pay extra 5,000 or whatever and you get a bigger space in the trunk. Otherwise, this one, it's also super spacious. I had the car before and for me it was more than enough. I mean, you have plenty of space here in the trunk to put different items. You have also a huge amount of space down here where you can add also different items. So yeah, from the point of view of size, reporting to the space of the car, it's also very good. And also, of course, this is also electric. But if you want to fold down the seats from the interior, of course, you have to go on the side here, and then from the side, you have to do it just like that. It's very easy, it's not complicated, it's manually, but yeah, you have to go and do it from the interior of the car. Let's see the space, because we are right here on the space. But first of all, let's go in the front, come here to show you the space. So, going inside the car, Model 3, another difference, it's your knees. This car, it's a little bit more orientated to sportivity, to sporty driving. What that's supposed to mean, you see, you stay with your legs a little bit straighter, you have a more sportier position, so you're more orientated to the sporty driving, dynamic driving. And this car stay incredible well on the road, and that's the truth. I mean, it sits so well, you can drive dynamic. So if you like this type of dynamic driving, sporty feeling, like you're driving, I don't know, a sportier car, then this will make more sense for you. That's why it's a little bit lower, more aerodynamic, more range. The consumption is better, of course, on Model 3. And yeah, this is something to keep in mind. So you have a position more orientated to sportivity. Now, regarding the seats are basically the same seats. So what you get here, and I'll show you in Model 3, you get also on Model Y. So basically the seats are the same, the steering wheel is the same. The only thing that's missing here on Model 3 are the stalks, where on the Tesla Model Y you still have the stalks for turning signals, where here you don't have the stalks. So this is, I would say, another plus for Model Y when it comes to turning signals. But for other things like wipers and put it in gears, I think it's the same. And yeah, it's not a big deal. But for the stalk, I will give it to Model Y another plus. But other than that, very comfortable, also good position of driving. The screens are basically the same. I'm not going to talk about the screens because you get the same screens here, the same screen on Model Y. I did the videos. If you want to see the videos about screen multimedia and stuff like that, check out the other videos. Regarding the space, it's also good on the head and everywhere. Regarding the material quality, it's basically the same, so it's not a big difference regarding the space. The both cars have the same glass, double glass, as I said. And let's go inside, the same material quality. Also, big entrance even here in the back. I have more than enough space for me, 173 centimeters. I guess it's more than enough space on my legs. But here you can see we stay with my knees a little bit higher, and you will see in Model Y you stay a little bit more comfy. And regarding the space on the head, I still have more than enough space. I have like almost 5.5 fingers over my head, and the comfort on those seats is very good. So I couldn't complain about the comfort. I have good comfort. I sit really well here. It still have these screens here, which now Model Y have as well. The screen, the climatic system, and all that stuff are basically the same. And also in the middle, it's kind of flat. So let's go there. From the beginning, you see you have a little bit more space in the back here. So now if I go inside, you can see my knees will not stay so high like in Model 3, right? So you have a little bit less space, and immediately you have a much more kind of a normal position, a little bit more space. Also much more space on the head, that's for sure. So I have like 7-8 fingers here, much more space. The comfort, it's pretty similar in terms of seats. They have kind of the same feeling. It's pretty comfy, it's pretty nice here. I still have plenty of space under the front seats, but yeah, regarding the space, it's a little bit more spacious here. The same screen, basically. Now, this glass is a little bit more special because this glass have a kind of an extra silver coating inside it, so it will protect you for the sunlight, which is better for the climatic system. But overall, regarding the position here, it's basically the same. Now, what you can do with those seats, you have a button here from where you can, check this out, you can adjust the seats, something that you cannot do in Tesla Model 3, right? So you can adjust those seats, put it all the way on the back, just like that. So you find yourself in a kind of a more comfortable position. So you have also much taller driving position. Let's go to the driver's seats. Otherwise, the quality of the doors and around the doors and all that stuff are pretty much the same. Now, going here on the seats, they're basically the same seats as Tesla Model 3. Both of them now, they have ventilated seats, heated seats, so you're not losing anything if you're going for the Model 3 or Model Y. Also, the steering wheel is the same, but now we have this stalk for changing the turning signal, which is much more convenient, much more easy to use. But on this side, we don't have the stalk. You still have to use the camera button. You still have to use the selector here, which is great. I mean, for me, it's super simple. I like that as well. And the same steering wheel. The position here is no more like sporty with your knees straight. Here you have a much more kind of a normal position. So I would say you have much higher position on the road, so you have a little bit better visibility because you sit a little bit higher. That's normal. But in general, that's the difference. There you stay a little bit more sportier. Here you stay a little bit more, let's say, in a normal straight kind of an SUV position. But the screen is basically the same. I don't know if it makes any sense to talk about all other stuff because they're basically the same. Now, the thing is like that. Here you have the advantage that you have a little bit of higher driving position, more space in the trunk of the Tesla Model Y, where on the Tesla Model 3 you have less space, but you have better range, you have better dynamics, even though Tesla Model Y, in comparison with the previous Tesla Model Y, become a little bit more dynamic. So they try to bring it a little bit closer to Tesla Model 3, because Tesla Model 3, it's incredible in terms of dynamic, the way it stays on the road in curves. It's really good setup. And now they try to set up this new Model Y in such a way that you feel a little bit more closer to the ground. So now, if I have to be honest with you, and I will be honest with you, and I have to change my Tesla Model Y probably in the next 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 1 month, 2 months, something like that, I don't know, still thinking. For me personally, I will definitely choose to pay 5,000 euro more for the Tesla Model Y, where I get a little bit more space. The big advantage is the fact that they make it a little bit more dynamic, and that's exactly what it's missing to bring it closer to Tesla Model 3. I'm not saying that Tesla Model 3 is not an amazing car, but for me personally, I will probably go with Tesla Model Y. I have more space, I have a little bit more higher end driving position, I have the front camera, and I don't know. In terms of look, I don't know, I just love both of them. If you look in the back there, check this out. This red color on Model 1 performance version, man, it looks amazing, the Model 3 performance version. And then you have the gray Model Y. They look great, both of them, they look great. I don't know, for me, I think I will go with Model Y. I don't know, I think I cover almost everything. I'm not going in every single detail because I have special videos, separate videos with both of the cars. If you want to find out more about both of the cars, check out the other videos. That was the video. If you have questions, ask me down below, whatever question you have. I hope this video answers some of your questions. I forget to show you something. The frunk, yeah, I don't want to go in all the info and stuff like that. I just want to show you the front space. I think this is very important, and then we will end up the video. So let me open them. Both of them, they are open the same, but of course you have more space, as I said, in Tesla Model Y. Check this out. This is also big, but it's not so deep, right? And here you have a much more deeper, bigger space. Plus the difference is that here you can put water. If you take this out, the water will just go down, so you can wash stuff and things like that, like liquids, you know, whatever. So this is pretty cool. This is the difference between those two. So regarding the space, I told you, it's very simple. Everything is reporting to the simplicity. So if you need space, I think I will put this later. Okay, great. Now, the thing is like that, it's very simple. If you need space, you go for the Model Y. If you need more dynamic, more range, and you want to have also a pretty good more affordable price, you go for the Model 3 because this is also an incredible car. So that was the video. I hope this video answers some of your questions. If you still have questions, ask me down below. I will be happy to answer you. Regarding the suspensions, by the way, they are basically using kind of the same, but setup it's a little bit different. But otherwise, the same good suspension on the both of them. That was the video, guys. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. I will leave the referral link on the screen, also in the description. If you want to buy a car, you can use my referral. If you have questions, ask me down below. I will be happy to answer you. Thank you very much to all of you. Stay safe, and I see you soon in the next one. Bye, guys.